What is the most deadliest martial art? A question that has been asked for centuries and has been a topic of conflict between martial artists throughout the world and keyboard warriors throughout all over internet. So I began researching what makes a martial art effective? Does it make a martial art effective when it incorporates real world striking, grappling, weapons fighting, real life self-defense, dirty fighting? What makes a martial art effective? So I began researching what is effectiveness. How are we determining an effectiveness of a martial art? How well it works in the streets or how well it works in MMA? How well it can save your life in a life or death situation? For me, the most effective martial art is the martial art that will save your life in a life or death situation and remove the limitation posed by weight classes. So even if a person in front of you is 2 times bigger than you, you still have a chance of winning, still have a chance of defending yourself. So I began researching different martial arts, and in my finding I've researched about 30 martial arts, yet none of them filled all the boxes for the world's most effective martial art. So I decided to create my own martial art that will incorporate everything: striking, grappling, weapons usage, dirty fighting, everything. And throughout researching, one day I came across an interesting Chinese website where I saw a book. I found this book really interesting. When I opened this book, it looked like a notepad of a psychopath. And I loved it. There were techniques to kick your opponent in the groin, attack when your opponent isn't looking, attacking their weak points, using whatever near you as a weapon. It was everything I wanted in a martial art to be effective. And the martial art was called Unlimited Combat. It was made by
Chen He Gao.
And when I started researching about this guy, I was stunned, surprised and amazed at the same time. This Chinese dude made his own martial art that's different from any traditional kung fu style martial art which we expect from China. And his martial art was the most effective martial art I have seen by far. I love 3 things about Unlimited Combat. Unlimited Combat wasn't made for the ring or the streets or protecting yourself. This martial art was literally made to kill. Literally. This guy's student actually killed people, and not just a one-on-one. They were fighting 5 or 7 dudes at the same time and still came out victorious. I saw one of these videos, this Chinese guy was screaming for no reason, looking like a mad dog. And it works because it is one of the shock tactics used by the military. And this guy is a military instructor. His martial art is so effective. It upsetted all the kung fu masters throughout China, but he got hired to teach the military, the police, his ways of martial art. That's how effective this is. Literally, guys who fight with guns find this martial art useful. That just proves the effectiveness of it. I just really like this martial art. And I saw no one was talking about this martial art. So I figured, why don't I just start talking about it? Someone has to do it. And the techniques showed in that book are on a different level, unhinged. They're unhinged. The other thing I like about this book is the fact that it studies laws. In my previous street fight videos, if you have watched it where I got into street fight, I actually mentioned the fact that you need to actually study the law of your country if you want to protect yourself while winning a fight and not get in legal trouble. And this martial art, the master of this martial art, the guy who created it, puts really pressure on his students to learn the laws of China. So remember when I said that his students killed people? Yeah, they didn't get hanged or put in jail for permanently, because even though they killed a person, they do it legally. They legally killed people and didn't get in trouble for it. Why? Because they studied the law. And the third thing I actually love about it is using whatever is in front of you as a weapon. That's a really cool philosophy. Use anything as a weapon. Anything and everything is a weapon. There's also the psychological factor. Like in this video you can see the guy screaming, but it's actually a psychological factor to get on a psychological edge on your opponent. Overall, this actually is the most effective martial art. If you put one of the students of this martial art in a street with a professional MMA fighter, the guy who practices unlimited combat will come out on top. Not only that, the MMA fighter will be dead. Oh yeah. All I just want to say, please do not try any moves in this martial art in real life. It's actually really dangerous, and if you don't know how to use it, you're gonna get in a lot of trouble. As always, if you have any topic you want me to make a video on, you can comment down in the below. If you want any questions, if you have any questions, any doubts, any problem or any complaint about the video, you can also comment down below. That will be it for today's video. Work hard and smile.